Actually, I invested like $49,000 in Fisker by $0.5.
Coming up live on the show, we have Mahmud. He's calling in from Egypt, originally from Dubai, and he's on the phone line with me now, talking about Fisker. And now, on with that live interview.
Happy birthday, Nel.
Yes, 90 years today. Isn't that great? It's brilliant. Absolutely great. We're gonna sing happy birthday for her in a few minutes. So, Mahmud, where are you calling in from? I like the fancy curtains on the wall. Very posh. Are you living in a palace?
I'm living in Dubai.
Dubai.
Yeah.
Now you look like the king of Dubai with your curtains on the wall. It looks like
I'm actually visiting now my family in Egypt. I've
been to
I'm
Egypt.
calling you from Egypt now, but I live in Dubai.
I've been to Egypt several times. I've traveled the trains with the public all the way up to Cairo and all the rest of it. Lovely to have you here. So you're in Egypt today. You are an investor in Fisker. Talk to me.
Yeah. Actually, I invested like $49,000 in Fisker by $0.5. And then I didn't sell it. I hold it for one day. Second day, I lost like $3,000. I said, okay, keep it. It will again. I will get them back. And then, deterioration is still start to happen. And then I had business trip. I couldn't see what happened. Like I was not online. And then I found it immediately to be delisted. It was like very bad experience. I'm still in panic. I'm still very sad because of this. And I have another stocks in Luminar and Polestar, and now I'm in panic. I'm seeing them like they are saying that it might be has like to pass through the same process, and I'm a little bit scared about this. So it was very bad experience in Fisker, and I hope I gain them again back again.
Well, of course, first of all, thank you for sharing your experience with everybody today here live on the show. A lot of people are in the same situation. They bought in the company, believed in it like you did. I've got a couple of questions I want to ask you. Is first of all, nobody wants to lose $50,000. I don't care how rich you are or how poor you are. Nobody wants to lose $50,000. But to some people, that's all their money. They lose everything. They lose the house. If you lose 50,000, are you still okay? Are you going to be all right?
Yeah, I'm fine, but it's not
nice.
few,
No.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the first thing I wanted to answer.
I don't want to lose them.
No, I understand. That's the first thing I wanted to ask. If you did lose it all, worst case scenario. No. Okay, well that's good.
I'll not be broken, but I will be hurted.
You'll be hurt. Yeah, I know. I lost about $35,000 on Virgin Galactic, so I know what it feels like. So this is the thing I would be asking myself right now if I was in your position, and I had to live through it myself with Virgin Galactic. Why did you buy the company in the first place? What was it that attracted you, and has that changed in your mind? So why did you buy Fisker in the first place?
I was in your show, and it was gaining money. I wanted to gain a little bit money because I lost in another stocks. So that's why I bought it. It looked, lucrative at that time.
Let's talk about that, because I mean, most of us here have had the ups and the downs. We've made money, we've lost money. You learn all the time. Have you been trading and investing for long?
No.
Okay, so you're quite new to it, right? But you jumped all in with $50,000. Okay.
I was investing every month, kind of like $1,000, not to be hurted.
Okay.
Like I was putting them here and there. Yeah.
Right.
I won a lot, like good money in Apple. Not bad, because I was investing since 2023. But like I put Apple money at Fisker, and Fisker sucked it.
Yeah. So obviously you've not been doing it for very long, so you're learning all the time. And I have to say, Mahmud, there's not a better lesson. There's not a better lesson than learning when you're down. When you're up, you think you're the king of the world, you know better than everyone, and you'll carry on until you lose even more. So it's not good to lose, but you learn a lot of lessons when you lose money, and it makes you really sort of, take stock of things. So it'll actually benefit you long term, whatever happens, if you are the sort of person that learns from things and applies that knowledge. And where did you go wrong? Why did I go wrong? But the question is, I like to think is, if you know why you bought it, because when I buy a stock, I know why I'm buying it. I've looked at the business, I've analyzed it, I've studied it. I make relationships online with the people that work at the companies. I like the business. I don't buy shares. I buy companies. I buy businesses, right? I own the business and I like it. Now, all that's happened is the share price has gone down. People aren't prepared to pay as much for it as they did before. If I've got a can of Coke and that can of Coke refreshes me, it refreshes me the same today as it does tomorrow, as it does next year. But maybe now people are only paying 50 cents a share for cans of Coke because there's millions of cans of Coke all of a sudden. There's an extra supply. Or maybe there's only one can of Coke in the whole world and the price is $1 million because there's only one can of Coke left. It's the same thing. You bought it because you liked it. When you bought it, it was in financial difficulty. That's why you bought it, because you thought you were buying a stock undervalued, right? So that hasn't changed. When you bought it, it wasn't booming and doing great, and then all of a sudden we've got debts. You knew that. And that's fine. That's okay. That's how you make money, buying an undervalued stock that is having a hard time. You haven't lost any money until you sell or it's all over. And if you do sell for a loss, that might offset the gains you've made and reduce your tax, and you can benefit from that way round as well. Now, to be fair, it does look extremely likely that they're going to go bust. And if they go bust, no one gets anything. However, they are actively pursuing a way out of this mess, and they have said they're coming online on the end of, I think April the 28th, for the meeting to do a vote to reverse split to get back on the index. Now, if that happens and they come back, there's bound to be a pop, but there's also going to be an exodus. People going, right, I've made 30% today and I'm out. Quick scalp trade, so you back down again. You might go, because you're at 50 cents, it wouldn't take much for it to blast to 50 cents and you could get out with all your money. And that might not be a bad idea. Particularly for you, because you're all in on one stock. I'd never do that. I don't feel comfortable with having all my money with anybody.
Actually, I don't have all in Fisker. I have also in Luminar and Polestar. And also I want to ask you about them after Fisker, after
Okay.
you complete your answer. Yeah.
Okay. So, we're all with you, Mahmud. We're all supporting you. Everyone feels your pain. We've all lost money. We've all made money, and there it is. But I really hope that Henrik Fisker comes through, gets it passed through the vote. They have the vote. Remember, there's no guarantee they're going to have the vote. They said they will. What if they don't turn up and they just disappear? We don't know. But there has been opportunity, though. You've probably seen it over the last week, opportunity to make money, and people have been making money. They've been trading it 10, 20%. So what you could have done is bought the dip and traded the hell out of it. But remember, if you do that, that's chasing the stock and you're throwing more money after it now. Now, that can work out, but that can also mean you've lost $100,000, and that might be even more painful. So don't chase the stock, but be confident in why you bought it. And I'm afraid it's part of the journey that we all go on, mate. Anyway, thank you for your thoughts on Fisker. I'll put this out as its own video later on. So what I'm going to do is stay where you are. Yeah, you'll have your own. This will be your own video later on. You'll be famous. You'll have your own YouTube video. So let me just end the video. Stay where you are. I'm just going to give it an outro, and then I'll come back to you because you wanted to ask me a couple of other questions. No Zach Zate, did you want to phone today on the Friday phone in? Okay, stay right where you are. So there was Mahmud, an investor with Fisker. You heard the pain today, him talking about where he is with the stock. He's still holding. He's not going anywhere. He hasn't sold. He hasn't averaged down. He's just holding his positions. Where are you with Fisker? Do you still believe that Henrik Fisker is going to come back in a week or so's time and give us some news and re-enter the market or not? Leave me your thoughts below. But we've all been where Mahmud is right now. We've all lost money. We've all made money. No one on here can say, I know better than anyone and I only make money. That's not the case. Everyone has experienced this. Click above my head for all the links down below in the description, over here and over here for more information updated around Fisker. Till next time, take care of yourselves and each other.